Morning guys, hope you're all well. First and foremost, sorry for the lack of absence. I have been travelling a bit, and I did say that within my community that summer I would be having some time off. So we went to Marbella in June, July Ibiza, and in a couple of weeks we are going to Dubai. So why have I been invited to IG? And the top and bottom of that is because I've turned quite a small account into a larger account. Yes, I did do that with Plus 500. However, they was getting very difficult with, I would say, just customer service in general, but you are trading against them as a company. If you lose, they profit. If you profit, they lose. So typically 70% of traders lose, sort of retail traders, and they're up. And that's the top and bottom of it. So when you are profiting and you have got your risk management on point and your strategies and everything is providing weekly, monthly success, in the short term it's okay, but for the long term, believe you me, it's not. IG, on the other hand, is a broker where the money comes from the exchange, from Wall Street or from Chicago. So that's the top and bottom of it. We have discussed me having a professional account, and there's massive advantages with that. Yes, I do get a affiliate bonus. It is quite extensive. I'm not going to hide the fact with that. However, there is a lot that me and IG have worked with my course and with my approach, which will give my students access to daily analysis from the professionals, reports of companies, direct access to an account manager once you have been trading for quite a while. So it's not anything hugely attractive that may want you to join, but knowing that they want you to profit and succeed and they're helping you to do so really does put the ducks in a line, so to speak, with getting into trading and why use them as a broker. They have mentioned some other key points which I will go into once I've done the video. Pro Real Time is a charting software. Apparently all the pros use it. Of course, I've got my personal financial situation with them. I wouldn't say they're going to assist me with the course because it's down to me, and my course is an insight to what I do and an insight how to trade. So, but by me asking the questions to my account manager Gavin, I'm asking the questions that really matter. It's a bit like when I used to be into training, I was asking the right foods to take, the supplements to take, the rest, volume, high intensity, whichever way you want to go around it, you ask the professionals the right questions. So when you're doing it right, or you're doing it wrong. So yeah, so that's it all in all. I won't go on too much. I'm going to document the trip in London. I have been informed that phones are not necessarily prohibited, but they are a little frowned on. So there's an element that I can possibly film in there and then possibly can't. Then I'm going for a bit of lunch with a variety of the team, where I can ask some more questions. So I'll let you know later on in the video how I get on and the do's and don'ts.
Nice meeting in the office, IG. Picked up one or two things, really nice and interesting. Nice people.
Hi everyone, hope you're all well. Thought I'd do a little summary video regarding my trip on the 24th to IG. Like I said, they've invited me down what I can see as consistency in the market. They did approach me regarding the pro account. I've got an account manager, and I suppose that's essentially what we are going down for. But I think equally they are interested in what we do as sort of retail traders. And to be honest, they were asking me a lot of questions. It wasn't just me going down there and seeing the offices. It was quite, well, obviously a professional setup, so phones and walking around was kind of not the norm. I couldn't really start getting my phone out. I did one or two as I was walking out in a couple of videos, but you know, we was having a meeting, and there was various sections where, you know, they have got a risk management team over there, and you know, you can't just start walking around. So yeah, I had to be mindful and respectful. Of course, I've been consistent in the market, and like I said in the intro video, that they like that as a company. You are trading against the exchange in a sense from, you know, Chicago, so it's not a casino style platform like your Plus 500 and various other platforms out there. Yes, I am affiliated with them, and yes, I do get commissions, and yes, I do get quite large commissions. So you know, this video is not just to show you what I have done and why. You know, I want to be open and honest and say, you know, I do have a handful of students, certainly within my community, that have, you know, they're trading six figures daily. So, you know, I don't want to be coming across that, you know, I'm not profiting from this. I am. Equally, I wanted to be open and honest as them as a broker. So I've got some key points. I'm going to flick to my iPod. Essentially, what did we discuss? So they was asking me what I would like from them as a broker moving forward. Of course, with a professional account, you get more access to various stocks and crypto. The thing for me that's quite attractive is the leverage. Okay, I won't discuss the size of the leverage, but it's more than double what we would be using as standard retail traders. Therefore, I would have to put less money in to get higher returns on profits and losses. My margin would be that much less because it's leveraged so much more. So for me, that's handy because I'm probably getting to a stage now where my account's grown to where I want it to be. Well, I suppose it's surpassed where I want it to ever be. You know, yes, I did get lucky in that 10 to 100, and I've had various intraday swings and swing trades throughout the last year. I mean, it was sort of 8-10 months ago since I was in the Maldives. I had a big touch on Neo, called it out on the group, and there was I think it was a 78% move in 24 hours. I was actually building some furniture for my missus, so I only scalped what I could do, and a lot of the guys within the community, of course, stayed in the trade, and it was very rewardable. So essentially, the leverage side of things for myself will be, you know, I can probably take some more funds out of the account, and whilst I do believe in property, I just don't think, you know, if I'm trading with £100,000 and I want to earn £500 to £1,000 a day, that's pretty standard, you know, or P&L of that, you know, I might lose that. So based on my risk to reward, that I might only sacrifice £1,000 to get 2 or 3 back, of course I'm not going to do that in the property market per month. However, we've got to see where we are now in the markets. You know, we have pulled back. We did expect a sizable pullback where I got the 85k. We did discuss this with IG. I showed them my analysis. I've showed them my Instagram, which they've got anyway. But they said you were pretty much bob on with that, which of course I was. To be honest, I was actually right on the Monday or Tuesday where it pulled back ever so slightly. I actually thought I locked in some gains and I didn't. So that was a mistake, number one. But my overall view of the market and the direction that I envisioned it to go in was short. Okay, I envisioned midweek a pullback, which again I'll post up here and mention in the chat. I mentioned in my chat, financial community, that listen, you know, just hold your horses, guys. We don't need to be scalping every day. We don't need to be trading every day. If we have a vision of where the market can go and why, then based on the technicals and the fundamentals, we kind of align all that information in and see, you know, can we hit and hold a position? You know, can we sort of dollar cost average in? If you're not overly sure, but you've got a winner going, you can start adding to that position. I suppose I should have added that to my position, but I didn't. And on the Monday when we woke up, I actually closed it out. If I had have actually kept hold of that position, there'd have been a further 70-ish K on the table. So, you know, a 50% trade or thereabouts would have turned into a 100% trade. So that was my mistake. You know, I got a little bit trigger happy. I didn't want to lock in any gains. It's the biggest trade I've ever done. It was documented and thought out and executed with precision. But again, I closed it too early. You know, shoulda, coulda, woulda, and all that lot. We go again. You know, I'm going to Dubai. I was going down to IAG. They've seen what I've done, and you know, thankfully, they've offered me that leverage. Should we need to go down that road, I probably would go away from spread betting. Setting a company up. Me and a couple of my friends are looking into a bit of a hedge fund business, which I actually had a chat with an ex-JP Morgan banker. I was going to record it, and I can get him on again because he just spoke language that was a little bit over the top of my head. You know, you have offshore accounts and it's all above board, but to get there, it's not just a 2-minute thing where you can create a hedge fund. There's so much legislation. Yes, I am FCA regulated for one of my jobs at the moment, for my businesses. You know, I do finance, you know, I do 10, 15 applications, 20 applications a month. So I am kind of halfway where I need to be in terms of certain legislations and certain qualifications that I need. But to all intents and purposes, we'd be setting a company up where there'd be people higher than me, and they're the real brains behind the operation. Yes, we can trade, but setting a company up, I'd have to employ that knowledge in, and of course they'd probably be partners, which I did mention to IG, and they said that's promising for yourself. Obviously, I'm of an age now where, you know, I like the white collar work. You know, I've been a blue collar worker all my life. You know, I was a plumber back in the day. Of course, we know a little bit more about my history, and you know, the white collar business is very much me. You know, the lads that are on the cars and commercials that we sell, that's very much well managed now, so I am able to sort of do more of these videos. Like I say, I've got a new Mac, and I do enjoy putting content out there.